Today's sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg, on the move to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
3 yards remain for second down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Gun. Dot. 12.
Nixon with a first down carry. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
11 MT.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a dump off here complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And some room to roam now. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The Bengals hit 6-5 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Burrow will throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
11.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
On 1, ready?
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Looking deep downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, these two teams, the Bengals and Chiefs, they met twice a year ago, and it was the young Bengals prevailing both times. The first, Week 17 in Cincinnati, the Bengals coming through in overtime 34-31. And then, of course, the AFC title game, the big one. The Chiefs up 21-3 at one point. The Bengals charge back. They win at 27-24 and punch their ticket to Super Bowl 56.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Gun.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
And able to get this to the 31.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Stop.
Again, it's Mixon.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get
11
going.
empty, 11 empty.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 1, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 2, ready?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll find Paris Campbell, that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
11, 11, 11. 11 empty, take. 11 empty, take. Back.
They run for it with Mixon, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Mike.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Here we go.
Full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go, here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here we go.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
11 MT tank. 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 33.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
One more time with Edwards-Helaire.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chiefs have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Burrow. Connecting with Mixon. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a first down. And the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ready?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
11, Palmer. 11.
Throwing. Burrow. Oh, and a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third and
It's
going
only
for
good
home.
if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Chiefs, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to make amends next week.